Collective sovereignty, how would that look like? Hi, and welcome to this exploration of collective sovereignty, where we envision how entire communities, regions, and societies across the world would be transformed by embracing the principles of individual sovereignty. This collective shift would uplift humanity, ensuring that every group, culture, and nation thrives in harmony. Let's explore how humanity would be enhanced and ways to implement these changes globally. 1. Sovereignty as the first embodiment. On a global scale, nations would uphold the universal rights of all people, allowing freedom of movement, security, and safety across borders. Every region would respect the autonomy of individuals, ensuring that no country or collective imposes restrictions on another's rights. Enhancement. This principle would lead to a global society where fear of oppression, conflict, or discrimination no longer exists. International cooperation would replace tension, enabling the free flow of ideas, people, and innovation across continents. Collective peace would be maintained through mutual respect for individual and national sovereignty. Implementation. Nations and international bodies would create policies ensuring that human rights are protected globally. Implementing open border agreements, peace treaties, and international protection standards would ensure that no individual or group faces discrimination based on nationality, race, or culture. 2. Rooted in self-mastery. Collective education systems worldwide would shift from standardized models to personalized approaches that honor each individual's unique talents and psychological needs. Every culture would integrate practices like meditation, emotional intelligence training, and psychological development into mainstream education. Enhancement. When every community fosters self-mastery, people from all walks of life would be more emotionally and mentally resilient, capable of contributing to a better society. Cultures that value mental well-being and personal growth would develop more balanced and empathetic citizens, leading to reduced conflicts and greater collaboration. Implementation. Governments and educational institutions would restructure their curricula to focus on holistic development, incorporating personalized learning paths, mental health support, and practical skills training. Policies would prioritize emotional and psychological well-being as essential components of education. 3. Permanent and non-negotiable human rights. Collectively, societies would guarantee universal access to food, shelter, healthcare, and education for all. No person or region would be left behind, ensuring that every community across the globe enjoys these fundamental rights, regardless of socioeconomic or political factors. Enhancement. The eradication of poverty and inequality would elevate entire populations, ensuring a more prosperous and stable world. When basic human needs are met, collective efforts can be focused on advancing knowledge, technology, and the arts, enriching humanity as a whole. Implementation. Global and regional initiatives supported by governments and international organizations would ensure that resources are distributed fairly. Universal healthcare programs, global food distribution networks, and education for all policies would form the backbone of this system. 4. Cooperative principles of peaceful coexistence. In a sovereign world, communities would emphasize mutual respect, collaboration, and peaceful coexistence. People from all parts of the world would come together to address common challenges, fostering cooperation rather than competition. Enhancement. Collective sovereignty would dissolve boundaries between nations and cultures, replacing power struggles with empathy and collaboration. A world driven by peaceful coexistence would witness fewer conflicts, more stable economies, and an unparalleled level of global solidarity. Implementation. Establishing cooperative economic models, peace-building councils, and conflict resolution frameworks would help foster a culture of collaboration. Nations could work together on global challenges like climate change, healthcare, and technological advancement, creating sustainable solutions for all. 5. Individual responsibility and collective community teamwork. Each community would recognize the importance of balancing personal responsibility with collective teamwork. Every individual would contribute to the well-being of their society, knowing that their actions impact the whole. Communities, in turn, would support the growth and development of individuals, leading to mutual success. Enhancement. As individuals take responsibility for their actions, collective systems would become more resilient, ethical, and fair. Societies would experience stronger bonds, reduced crime, and a higher sense of shared purpose. Empowered communities would support each other, creating an unbreakable web of mutual aid and cooperation across the globe. Implementation. By establishing systems of shared responsibility, communities could create programs where individuals contribute to local development through volunteerism, mentorship, and community service. Governments would encourage collective success by offering rewards and incentives for collaborative efforts. 6. Co-creation of new systems. Communities and nations would work together to co-create systems that support both personal autonomy and collective well-being. Every person's voice would be valued in shaping governance, economic policies, and social systems. This would ensure that societal structures are flexible, inclusive, and fair. Enhancement. When global populations co-create their systems, societies would be more adaptive and responsive to the needs of their people. With a shared sense of ownership over policies, individuals would feel more connected to their communities and more invested in collective progress. This would lead to innovative and dynamic societies that evolve with the changing needs of humanity. Implementation. Implementing decentralized governance models, community-based decision-making, and participatory economic frameworks would ensure that power is distributed evenly. Collaborative platforms for policymaking would empower citizens to shape their societies and adapt systems to meet collective needs. What is your idea of a sovereign society? What are your ideas about this? I would love to hear your thoughts about this. If you found this content insightful, please consider sharing and reflecting on how these principles apply to your life. See you next time as we continue our journey toward collective sovereignty and global transformation.